Okay everybody, welcome to the channel. We are back with another video. Now this video is going to be a really exciting one, but before we get into that, I got to remind you guys, over half of you guys who are watching the videos and enjoying them are not subscribed. So why don't you stop what you're doing right now, go click that subscribe button, please, and thank ya. Anyways, let's just get right into the video here. Today we're going to be talking about how to key out your background when using a green screen for video in Premiere Pro specifically. So without further ado, let's get right into Premiere Pro. Okay, so we are in Premiere Pro now. Now, when we first look at everything, obviously you got your normal Premiere Pro setup. We're going to take our clip or whatever clip that you have that has a green screen. We're just going to click and drag it in here to the timeline. Now, there's a couple different aspects here that just depending on how you shoot your green screen shot is what you'll have to do. So in my case, obviously, as you can see, the green screen's not covering the whole screen. So we're going to have to fix that in some capacity. Now, when you take your green screen shot, it may be the whole screen, so you don't have to worry about doing this step. But it's okay if your whole frame is not showing a green screen, because I'm going to show you right now how to deal with that problem. Okay, so to cut out the video footage that you don't want, you're going to have to go click on your clip, go to Effect Controls, and you're going to go to Opacity right here, and you're going to click on the Create 4-Point Polygon Mask. And you're going to click on that, and as you can see, it makes a box here masking out everything but what's inside the box. So we're going to just dial these back, and we're going to kind of see where our green screen is. You can always fix this later, but we're just going to kind of roughly outline it here, just like that. And there you go. So right off the bat, you have your footage cut out and ready to go, basically. So now your whole screen is a green screen, which is what you want. Now moving into the actual green screen process, what you're going to want to do to take out the green in the background is you want to go over to the Effects tab. Now if you're in the Editing tab up here, you're going to want to go over and click on the Effects so you can add effects. And in the search bar, you're going to type in Ultra Key. Nope, not. There we go, Ultra Key. Right here, you're going to click and drag and release on the clip. And then when you go to your effect controls over here to the left, you're going to see Ultra Key. You're going to see different masks, and then you're going to see key color. This is where you want to look first. You're going to click on this little eyedropper, and if you pay attention to that box, as you can see, it's picking different colors. And obviously you're going to want to pick a color of green or a shade of green. Now, if your green screen isn't perfectly lit, your best bet is to eyedrop on a more shady gray area, just because it's easier to mask that out later. So we're gonna just find a good spot to place this eyedropper, and there we go. Now, as you can see, the background is turning black, but it's not totally black. So we're gonna have to mess around with this stuff right here, the matte generation, matte cleanup, spill suppression, and color correction. Now we're mainly only gonna work with the first two, but the other two kind of have its purposes as well. So we're first gonna take a look at the matte generation here, and you got to look at transparency, which kind of makes it more transparent, less transparent. And then you're going to take a look at your highlights. Obviously you can mess with your highlights there. Now it's good to put your highlights all the way down because it really blacks out the image. And then you got your shadows here, which obviously takes down and brings up your shadows. Now your tolerance. Now your tolerance is what shades of black would allow to basically mask out. It's just like tolerance in Photoshop. It's kind of the same deal. Now this setting right here is your most important setting here, at least from my experience, because when you start to turn this bad boy up, it almost completely takes out your background with pretty good precision. That looks pretty good. When you boost that up to 100%, as you can see, there's very little background left. And from there, you can kind of toy around with the highlights, try to get it, real good and precise around the hair there, or kind of take a look at the shadows of what you're doing and all that jazz. And for this image, we're not even going to really have to do much matte cleanup, but I can show you what they do here. Obviously the choke will bring in your mask. The soften will just soften your edges. Contrast, self-explanatory. And then midpoint, it'll bring your midpoints up and down. So that's kind of a little rundown of the Ultra Key right now. Now, just to kind of test to make sure everything looks good, you're going to right click here on new item, and you're going to go to color matte, click OK. and then you're going to pick a random color. So our background's blue today, so we're going to pick blue. So let's pick blue here. We put in our color mat, drag it into our timeline, bring this video up, and we're going to bring it all the way here, and there you go. You know, you have your subject on a green screen, or, you know, normally if you'd create something here in the background to put them on, but obviously for a little video like this, it's not too big of a deal. We just add a random color. And as you see, as the video goes on, you may find some mistakes depending on how fast your subject is moving and whatnot, but nonetheless, it's super fun and super cool to do. I hope you guys go try it out at home if you have access to a green screen of any sort. And make sure you're properly lighting your green screens, because that's super important to getting really good shots. Well guys, that's going to be it for the video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something that you can go try out and go have fun with. It's super fun to use green screen stuff, and I just wanted to share how to do it with everyone very simply in Premiere Pro. Now I'll probably be doing something of how to color grade on a green screen, so basically make your subject blend in with your background more to make it seem more real. I'm probably going to make a video on that soon, so stay updated for that. Anyways, like I said, this is going to be the end of the video. I will see you guys tomorrow as always. Peace.